Guys, we're going to take a quick look at this first impressions on this little Keanison Fido that came back from Blade Show West with my buddy Nico. I've carried it today. I really love this knife. So let's turn this around and take a look at it at the tabletop. So this was a fun first day in pocket today, guys. It's kind of late in the evening. I'm filming this because I just wanted to get it done. I filmed the Chavez earlier today. This is the Fido by Keanison Knives, and this thing is so much fun. It's FIDO. I personally would have went with something unique like PHYDOUX, but hey, not my knife. This is a lot of fun. So they did such a good job on this. You've got this nice blade that is got a lot of belly on it, but is still really a functional blade, grip in hand, everything. It's a small knife. Let's go ahead and do a quick size comparison. I don't do it usually on first day in pockets. We'll just do a couple. So your first knife is Benchmade knife 40. Most of you guys should know the 940 for size reference. And then your second knife, as always, Christopher Sabenza large 21. Not going to talk about this much more. You can see the reference point here. So let's get this out of the way and start talking about this fun little boy. This little puppy is a lot of fun. So you've got a flipper only M390 blade on this really slender, and I mean slender. You're looking at width on this is under an inch wide. At its widest, it's still under an inch when you look on the map. This thing is really diminutive. It's got a nice pocket clip on this. I found a few things about this knife I don't like. The majority of it has been very positive. The handle shape on this, even though this is a relatively narrow knife, it's nice and thick. They've knocked these edges off and contoured it over. The shape of this, having this little belly swell here, gives you a really, it's a really secure grip on what is a pretty small knife. I've got about 3.5 finger grip on this, but you're all the way up against this, and it's not sharp, but it feels really secure in hand, feels very secure. The pocket clip's not a hot spot. It's a nicely done little contoured kind of milled pocket clip. Access to the liner on this is so good. They did a really good job on this. They did not go over the top with the hard edged jimping, and you still have got really good access to it. They didn't remove too much material here. It's just about the perfect combination of access here being milled out and then just a little bit of jimping. The flipper on it completely disappears. So this is just basically a jimped little nub you can get your finger on. Sometimes I do miss it, but like it just slam open when you get on it. And then, like I said, the weight distribution on this is great. Your weight is just about here at the pivot, which is something I love. And they didn't do really much weight reduction in this. You can see that there are some liners in here. So I imagine under here, there's a lot more material that has been removed on both sides because it is very light. In a pinch grip, this is great. I absolutely have fallen in love with this knife, and you can get up on here, even though there's not a full choil, you can get up on here and have more than a 4-finger grip and get clear up on and do cutting. The edge profile on this is very good. It is a slicey little knife. As a matter of fact, this is the one that cut me here on my finger. This is a very good blade on this, and it slopes down so that when you've got this in hand, the belly here is addressing the cut and you're in it. And I sliced through so much cardboard with this that I was really impressed with how this little small blade did. It appears that it's got maybe a slight hollow grind to it, maybe, but if not, it's a very well done flat. Like I said, it's first day in pockets. I haven't looked anything up on it. There is a lot to be said for a knife that is this small and great. And I do like the fact that they did minimal hardware. I just wish that they had done the hardware on the lock scale side as opposed to on the show scale side, because that's what I'm looking at. But it's still attractive, minimal hardware and stuff like that. But like I said, overall, this is a great knife. Now, in this first day, I have noticed a couple things that I'm not a big fan of. They're not horrible, but you know, we got to talk about them. So let's turn this around right after you hear from this video sponsor. Did you know that Coffee Brand Coffee has more than just awesome on-demand roasted coffees and flavored coffees? They also have tea, cocoa, cold brew bags, decaf, and they have premium candies that will make your family go nuts. So check them out with the link down below to save 10% on some of the best coffee you're going to find. So yeah, make sure you check out the sponsors that are linked in the description down below. There's some deals on some of them. First things first, the flipper. I miss the flipper a lot. I think it's a matter of I just need to get used to where I put my finger. It's not at all hot. They've actually cleaned that up, but sometimes I don't get a full deployment. I don't get on it the way I need to, or I get too far back. I think once I get used to it, it's not going to be an issue because the action on it is really, really good and it completely disappears. Next thing, it definitely has an issue with some of the pocket clip. It catches, it's a little bit tight coming out of pocket. So going in and out of pocket, the pocket clip is a little stiff and it wants to catch. So getting it out of your pocket is more difficult than getting into your pocket. So like I said, there we go with the flipper miss. And then last thing, I wish that they had kind of kicked this out, almost made this like a half heart or a half teardrop shape, maybe transitioned this up at an angle, like, because it does, I hate to admit it, this is one of the ones that does catch on stuff. I have an issue with this catching when I'm cutting. So other than that, I mean, the action on it's great. The design is impeccable. It's a nice little package. Other than that, I haven't found much wrong with it. So let's turn this around, do some final thoughts. I'll send you out about your day and we'll talk about some other stuff. So yeah, guys, there you go. This is one of the more unique knives that has showed up recently. I definitely like this knife a lot. And it surprised me how much I do. I think it's because it cuts. It performs well above what I was expecting for a smaller knife. It is slicey. Great knife. Good job, Keanison, on the design. I'll have more information about this knife when we do the full review, and we'll see if any of my little things that I do like and don't like might change. So I typically give a knife about a 2-week carry period. Sometimes that's broken up, so it's like 2 weeks of carry. So sometimes you won't see a knife for a month. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much it on this one. Probably a little bit shorter video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. You don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Please try to tell me why. There are sponsors down below. Dahlstrong Knives, Tempered Trail, Coffee Brand Coffee. I'm throwing an ad in for one of them. Don't know which. All of them are great companies. You can use coupon code CrazySharp at Coffee Brand Coffee and Tempered Trail. It's all one word, Crazy Sharp. You can also use that Rosecraft Blades and Fair & Forge Knife Works. Saves you at checkout there. Coffee Brand Coffee is now 10% off if you use either my link or my code. There is other ways you can support the channel. I have a bunch of affiliates down below. Blade HQ, GP Knives, Knife Ship Free, Artisans, Vosteed, who else? Civivi. I've got a lot of them down there. You can use those links to purchase knives. It doesn't cost you anything at checkout. It's the same as my Amazon store. Take that link, pin it to your browser, use that for any Amazon shopping you're going to do, and take a look at the offerings I have for my members. There's a lot of benefits. I do giveaways for the baseline and premium guys. There's early access videos, exclusive content videos. There's a private chat server, the private Discord, I mean, and I do exclusive sharpening videos for the premium guys. So pick a level that works for you. Guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.